good morning. Are you have a call?
Oh, yeah.
It matters say.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on. You better share the kaka. Yeah, and say, Sabio, son of Nine, I thought kaka. So, what's me up one? Community more say. The Beko of honor, but before the Beko honor, my own one some kaka, the team, the via free, the union, nebusi.
I saw your son and saw him. But if you are doing that in way to we see our grandson, I want your own. No, I did the Emula of it. You have had it as some other tear. Yeah, I son. You know, you're funny. I'm not there with a chin over a large one. Your grandson, I am your own. Why do our grandson? I am. If you are over, we are your too. I saw a character.
Is a reference to to fire or situation in Macacra. Saying a woman, I say, you're never too open.
Okay, then I catch him in the set. And you say no one. Or your own not, your strong person, but according to my by your own, you one and a half for a honey own. According to my own, I catch and say, you shall not, you shall not you. I'm afraid it's need now or dear to do. Satan said, that's in the Chodiana. If you almost show more attitude. And the way is good, read. And I thought I should not be shot. It's ready now when you shoot the team and the chicha. Minton. Go ahead. Now, how can you go on with the team? It's Sana. They're doing your own and it's Sana. It's what. I can call you to see one like you don't say, when you say I did. Did you see another or that's a team, you know?
I go fast, right? Some kaka. Yeah, quite better sooner. Uninimuno. And then I read one. Send about bonus at Tiama.
Oh, million idiot. I say, first an idiot. Now, men are not shed a kakra. I said, Satan and you push Kurana. I saw one and cry ever on your own side. At church or so. But the town to hear and as you know, that they are lucky, yeah. I'll go with you now, my focus for life.
Like also, it might be. Okay, young share. Now, work as a local school. What Marco School doing?
What all? I'm a question of a year. Yes.
What questions?
Your questions were correct. I can see high.
Where your course, Ben?
Yeah, then ask.
Who said that you be able to answer and I say, oh, be here at maybe answer.
Oh, I will fully say that you are.
What was the
let's also.
We have
We year 2016.
2016.
Right. Oh, church, you know. Oh, some of us want to watch us. We share a new, you know, to say, we started business. A club.
Okay. There's a Uchima chance now. Look who's near. But one person started business in Canada or school and so come. Now, what can we say? When you not offer a number 40 times also. And looking at our situation, what I'm saying who say, if you means, support from family, how is it like? And friends.
Oh, so what's your family? I have her. I say, I know Papa. Everyone. I know Papa, everyone. And I have for so. Everyone. It's so fortunately. I come up.
Yeah, bye. Oh, class will be so to stone anymore. Will be so, and as a cast will be so. to Hasia, as a watching one. Now, if you are watching, say, we are more money or has Firefa what you mean, Kaka. Saying that what you mean, city amount, send out to me at my house, a share and a Sunday. So I crack. So the time I will see it's a whole different it's immediate and grandma for saying that you must city amount.
The hotel, after the Saturday, you just a city. After the Saturday, 2011, non started, but 2011, now they had credits. I had one film, and the 2020, and I'm Saturday, move on, you know. I can't.
It's a why more money when you wow, dear one, it's one as our establishment. About aside from more money, yeah, we be before for account.
Quite all that.
Yeah, what Jamaica we are any more money. Okay. Nyan intends to say we are philanthropist. I say we are man for more donations. So I want one man for. And also so you have what situation you want. In pimping and ka every was enka. Woo nanka. Bring more. But then woo mona and then woo Emma man for support. You know. How is it like to be doing this? What is the inspiration behind that?
Oh, yeah, attaching is me on the transfer. I said, it's a new Friday. I won't say anything in the town. But the translation who said, start another with here. Now, quite cool school. Every year, you know. Some I said, we know what I will see to the now. We wouldn't quite say, we are Yadana or Tim Panchen, no Celestial idea, no sister. Then you find say, I want we are there. I want you could young and I will push you. And when you are hard, as on the wrong, and a young one, and I see you are so sure. You know what for the ocean. May your mother, if you could say to ya, and what for the ocean and you know, for the ocean and I look for the ocean. If you could say to ya, we go to Mr. That's a 20. And I'm on for so for you. I'm ready. Everyone is
about supporting us. So basically, anyway, I support this school kola, more physically challenged or more severely disabled, more support. And my main penny for name Cocraphone on Cola almost so many movie. After one as a bosomeswa. Once answers you botomska. As I be more, I am doing more. I think that's very nice of you. This very inspirational. Now we can support us and so we support so we support the free.
We support. You see, Ghana and outside the country. Anna, me now for now. Anna should be real good. As you know, you should be awesome. And see, Anna, any person from Asia. The other doctor, rather one. The Nana don't know for an hour. Waiting to kind, I could deal with him. Another starting foundation and catch on. Say, Sinna, persuaded. What I see that review, nay, I can see. See, the total, the platform show. And I'm sending you more thing. But yeah, one for the support, what? We never yet said, Madame. Oh, yes, yes, a Shana Joanna. When you will be a one person, and one and now that you want for sure. Or day, and Pavua, any school I got, of course, more than 8,000 Ghana City. And I did why, and see on your not as a revolution was in another Ghana and tea. It is another set to Ghana. We catch in the sea. And I'm sure we will be up of one of her. We will go one. Also, yeah, the fact. So you cry them to make it to more. Sunday in Ohana and young horse said, for you have a Chivana, never out Shana to Runya was said, then find me away. It's never can call you so you're surprised. He said, I'm for what? And that's how for when you get shit. And for we watch my among the school right. It's a never you really. Anna, by the way, Anna, Yama, you know about a question, Madame Portia. I saw every so to me, I say you conditions. Madame Portia. It's all your silence and fear. How you always just it now. On a show one. And Madame Janet, and Madame Janet, Madame in villages. Come idea, come everyone.
I can see a boy, you're going to find the I'm sure be up for the supporter or the other, the above. Every share, Jumaya, we what's a foundation for a couple? The foundation in the there.
The foundation is a total charity foundation.
What's about it?
A total charity foundation.
Quality Talent Foundation. Okay. Talent is Ben, I will say, handling this foundation.
Challenge is a reality. This is a real thing. That is it true. India and what? And now, Yana don't show up. On the 26th of December, there is a you know, I am for the ocean. Your cost of a chong, and I am Corana, a wood street in the summer. I got your question in home could be Urunya. No one on the 26th of December, young more.
Sure. Now come back upon so. Say, what's ahead of you after what you have been doing over here? Then I watch my just said on the 26th of December, we buy a donation for Corana Wood Street and so name I'm paying for name. Next will be young one. You have a mouse idea as well to draw. Nice wedding. And then I said, schools there were primary schools and I didn't know what brown climbing be school. You free her, you go for shit. Said your mother name to nobody. And I said, yeah, I see a cock. I mean, in Tennessee, I know where you to Jama and say, Upeso support to another super or your woman. How would you reach you? Numbers and as a bit, stable to be support to offer.
That's also a thing for. Okay, say you for. Prince or him here too.
Prince or him here too.
Here too. I will say you. And I'll call you to sure. A to Italian. Oh, what's it to sure? A to Italian. Okay, you start and say a to Italian. And I say, oh, Fred, nearly one. My number was here 0248 931529 0248 931529.
Okay. That's it. So whoever wishes to support his foundation or this beautiful cause can contact his numbers or follow him on Facebook and as well YouTube to see what he's doing and show your support to him. This is very inspiring because in most cases those who are physically challenged are the ones who we usually reach out to give them support. But then Eto here has had it in his heart to offer arms or give arms to people who are, let me say, in the same situation as his to make sure they have a better life, especially with kids in school and also with the aged who are sick or impaired. Well, we will take a look at some of the kids he has helped. We'll go to the schools and have an interaction with them, with one or two of them. Then we'll come back here. Thank you.
Yes, I'm a teacher in class 4.
We learned some of your students are beneficiaries of Eto's donation. Yes. Take us to it.
Okay. I have one student here who is a beneficiary to association. And for your support, it has been helping me because for his situation, it's not that easy. It's not easy at all. Sometimes, when he's in need of anything, sometimes or books, if he couldn't come to his aid, it will be difficult for him. If you couldn't come to his aid, it would be difficult for him. Then other things like sharpener, other sorts of things. If it's the wheelchair that he's using, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. So I heard that when I came here, I heard that you are, what do you call it? You are helping him, supporting him in 1 or 2 ways. So I was even looking forward to see you one day, so that I also appreciate the effort that you have put in, so that in another way you also extend it, because he is not the only one that you have it in the school. There are so many people who are also having those kind of challenges. So today, for you coming here, I'm glad and happy that you were able to come here. And I'll be also happy to take you through other classes to see those people who are also in the same condition for your assistance.
So I think this is a very inspiring story to see a physically challenged individual giving arms to his fellow friends or people in the society. Well, let's look at the academic performance of the students of your class, most especially some of the beneficiaries of his charity work. You made us aware that it wasn't easy for him. So let us know, that was before. Now he has been able to get some charities or some donations to aid his academics. How better is this?
Okay, for the academics, in education, everything we start from the scratch. And looking at 1 or 2 things, because of the situation that he was having, he couldn't get the, what do you call it, the education from the beginning. I learned, he started in class 4. Even because he was, what do you call it, what do you call it, foundation was able to help him. Other than that, he should have been at home by now. So because he started at class 4, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. But because of those things that he has also been having, it has been helping him 1 or 2 years.
So, I think, could you take us to some specific things he has benefited from the foundation?
Yeah. I learned he has benefited from the foundation by getting him books, school uniform as well. And I heard that for his wheelchair, he got it from those kind of stuff. So I learned if it wasn't the wheelchair, he's not able to walk, he's not able to do anything. So the wheelchair has helped him, especially to carry him from home to the school.
Okay, so with what you said, he didn't start school on time, so I think the academics is now picking up.
Yes.
But have you also realized or seen any other special talents in him as a student? Or anything you do that, aside from, let's say, classroom activities, any other curricular activities is with that? Can you take us through that one also? Okay.
For him, in education, it doesn't only concern about academics. Sometimes some of the things that the person is able to come out with, either in, what do you call it, handwork. But for him, one or two things I've learned about him is he's brilliant, especially giving out an answer to a question. He think ahead. It's not that when he give a question, he just raise up his hand or say anything. He just think ahead. So before he's able to give out an answer, you could see that he thought. The next thing is when it comes to sketch, that is drawing, he's also good in painting aspect. He's also good in that one. One day I asked him and he told me that when he was at home, he was practicing those kind of stuff. So for that one, he's also good.
So from what you're saying, if he had the academics or he had been exposed to education on time, all these things would be at a greater height for him before now. Okay, that's good. And let's look at how is he able to relate with the students, or how are the other students also able to relate with him? You see, it's a different society altogether, having a physically challenged and also other students in one class. How are they able to relate to other students?
Okay, it's true. It's not that easy, but for the school, the students, they are able to cope with him, learning aspects, playing aspects. So I learned for that thing. I learned he's working with the class, and even myself, I cope with him, playing with me, I joke with him, anything. We want also to put a smile on his face. to let him know that being disabled or physically challenged means you are not a human being. So we do those things that so that he feel like as we are.
That's fantastic. So before we come to the end of our discussion, the bottom line drawn tells us that the donations he had is what has brought him to school. And due to that, he's been able to pick up certain things, which is it's an inspiring story for us. So as I said earlier, well, I want to ask what other thing do you think the school needs, or not only him? You see, I think this, not to bring you down, but this is an average primary school. So I think they need a lot of things to aid their academics. What are the things you would suggest?
For the school, for the class, I don't know if the cameraman could also help by taking through the desk that they are having. You could see that the list is 3 in 1 desk, and that one will not doesn't help. For this, then we can do what the do one is 2. But here I could give the name as triple desk because the reason we have 3 students in 1 desk, and if you were able to come out or help us with those kind of desks, I learned we'll be okay with that one.
So we hope and pray we get other people, philanthropic people as Echo, to be good at other things of interest to her.
I think she's good too in crafts work. Yeah, so sometimes when you have creative arts, she really enjoys, mingling with other students and performing a whole lot of activities. So she's interested in creative works.
We're talking about mingling with other students. See, having, let's say, a physically challenged and also the normal student, or how are they able to cope with each other? Do they have any? Or this is a different world altogether, like 2 worlds on the same earth.
Yes.
How are they able to cope with each other later and have a good steady life over here?
Well, I must say, for my class, and even especially in this school, you can't see any barrier in terms of the physically challenged and then the normal students. Like they all play together, they work together. Even in my class, she sits in front of the class, next to me, next to my table. And whenever they are going to buy food, she's with them. Sometimes I even tell them to go and buy and give it to no. She prefers to go with them. They play, they laugh, even with the boys. Sometimes I tell her, why are you playing this type of, having this type of playing with the guys, because you are not all that fit. But she plays with them, and then I think there's no barrier in terms of that. Yeah.